This day we had plans to explore the tropical South Korean island of Jeju. We'd booked the Viator tour to make the most of the 5 hours ashore, and we were promised natural wonders and also a tea plantation, and we were really excited.
We sat on the deck and watched the island come into view. A colourful beetle came to join us at this moment.
We were instructed to collect our passports from the ship's staff in the stairwell. The shops on the esplanade were still open, and we grabbed a bit of lunch in the Windjammer buffet.
We were able to disembark at 1 p.m, and after we'd eaten, we returned to our cabins to pack a bag to take ashore and play with the towel animals provided by our brilliant cabin steward, Dion.
So we've just arrived in Jeju in South Korea. I've got to pinch myself when I say that, amazing. Anyway, it's about just gone 1 o'clock now, and the gangplank's just gone down and people are going ashore. We're going to join them shortly. And to get ashore in terms of immigration, we need our passports and our sea pass. Now, we gave our passports to Royal Caribbean when we boarded. We've had to collect them this morning, and then we've got to give them back to Royal Caribbean when we come back on board after our day ashore here in Jeju. In terms of what we're doing, we've booked another Viator tour rather than doing a ship's excursion. There wasn't a great choice for English speakers on this cruise on the island, so we decided to look at Viator. They seem we're spoilt for choice because this is supposed to be a really beautiful island. So hopefully when we get through immigration, we'll meet our taxi driver and our Viator tour guide, and we'll be shown around some of the key sites on the island. We're going to be ashore for about 5 hours before we'll drop back at the ship. We've got to be back on board at 8:15 tonight. Anyway, stay with us as we explore beautiful Jeju. We disembarked the ship showing our sea pass. This was a big cruise terminal, and it was a ½ a kilometre walk through the terminal to the immigration area. There were travellators and places to stop, and we clocked the signs reminding visitors of the laws on the islands that visitors must comply with.
Si was mumbling to himself that he must not jaywalk. Ha! He'll never kick that habit.
There was a modest queue for immigration, but we were quickly through. Passports weren't checked, but they did take our temperature as we passed through.
We met our driver for the day, the fabulous Mr. Choi, and we made our way to the waiting minibus. And to our amazement, we had the entire 12-seater minibus to ourselves. And Mr. Choi set out to take us to the first of the natural wonders we would visit this day.
Jeju is a volcanic island, and the vast active volcano Halasan towers over the island, and there are many volcanic features to explore and wonder at. If you have enough time, of course. Anyway, this volcano hasn't erupted for nearly 5,000 years, so we felt quite safe, and this sunny day didn't feel like it was going to be a bad day. Quite the opposite.
Our first stop was Jeonbang Falls, and the signboard certainly promised a lot. Mr. Choi bought us tickets, and we followed him down steep steps and along a beautiful cliff path, with the most spectacular waterfall clearly visible and flowing over a cliff into the sea.
We could see people at the base of the falls, and this was where we were heading. Wow!
More steps and a sign warning us of snakes. Yikes! Then a scramble onto the rocks at the base of the falls, and this was a busy spot.
So we've lucked out again, it seems. We've got an entire 12-seater minibus to ourselves, picked up by our guide on this Viator tour, but look where he has taken us. Yes, it's a stunning beach, but look at that. OMG, wow. How gorgeous is that? How gorgeous is it?
Amazing! Look at that! Wow.
Mr. Choi took some great photos of us all, and we stood in awe of these incredible falls and their stunning location. And we could have spent many hours just stood here soaking up this place. Quite literally, it was a beautiful sight.
But it was time to move on, and we climbed off the beach and all the way up those steep steps we had gleefully descended earlier.
And back at the bus, Mr. Choi sped us across the island to the next jaw-dropping destination.
We parked up where, Si?
Well, this wasn't a Pokemon theme park. It was a volcanic wonder called the Jusangjeollii Cliffs. Now, this was something we really wanted to see, as earlier this year we had stood on the incredible Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, and supposedly this was Asia's equivalent of this natural volcanic wonder.
Mr. Choi bought the tickets and led us to a busy viewing area.
And from here you could look out across the peninsula with its striking black hexagonal basalt columns rising from the sea. Just like the Giant's Causeway, except you can't walk out onto these ones. So our tour of Jeju continues with this spectacular spot, and this is Jeju's answer to the Giant's Causeway. And just like Giant's Causeway, it's those volcanic rocks that have been water cooled very quickly to form sort of hexagons, isn't it?
Yeah.
And well, we've done 2 this year then.
We have, yeah.
Done Giant's Causeway earlier on in the year, and now we've done this.
How lucky are we?
Very lucky. What do you think? Anyway, is this one as good as the Giant's Causeway?
I think Giant's Causeway is more dramatic.
It is.
But this is still beautiful.
It is, and it's a beautiful spot overlooking the bay, isn't it?
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it's about 20 degrees here today. Lovely sun. We've been so lucky with the weather, haven't we?
You don't tend to get that in Northern Ireland very often, do you?
No.
There you go.
Even though we were lucky then, weren't
Well,
we?
we were. It was quite lucky. We were quite lucky. Anyway, we're going to continue our tour. There's a bit more to see here. Looks, if we go over here, there's more like places to explore and stuff.
We're going to have a little look, aren't we?
And I think later on we're going to go to some tea plantation or a tea museum or something. So that'll be fun. Anyway, join us as we continue this fantastic tour with the brilliant Mr. Choi. There he is. There you go.
Group photo time, and with Mr. Choi too, as well as a photo bomber. Oh dear, and easily erased.
We snapped footage and pictures of this dramatic coastline. It's quite a sight. Then we walked to another viewing platform, and this provided clearer views of the polygonal basalt columns. This was brilliant, and we stopped and took plenty of footage. And this area has its equivalent of the organ pipes too, with the columns visible in the cliff face. As the Cooks Explore geology expert, Nettie wants to give an update.
I just wanted an update because we said it wasn't as impressive as the Giant's Causeway, but look at this.
Yeah, it's quite
really
impressive down
lovely,
there.
really lovely. And down there, it's actually like the organ pipes at the Giant's Causeway. So, yeah, it is quite an impressive one as well.
That's over there somewhere, isn't it? Over there.
Yeah.
Over there.
Over there somewhere.
We'll overlay some footage, but you particularly like this here, don't you? And that down.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Down there.
Down there.
And that stack over there.
Yeah, really nice.
Okay, well there you go, a geology update. You've heard it here first.
We walked further along the cliff tops to a clearing with a group of beautiful palm trees, and this made another great setting for a group photo.
Jeju has an ancient and even Neolithic history, and stone grandfather statues have been carved by the locals for millennia as guardians and protectors of the population.
Rubbing their noses is said to enhance fertility also. Wishful thinking, fellas. We walked back to the bus and admired the pavement art. We took in the beauty of where we were. We also bought the obligatory souvenirs, and once back aboard our private minibus, Mr. Choi whisked us to a tea plantation.
The Osulloc Tea Plantation has been naturally farming these fertile lands for green tea since 1979. And these teas have become world famous and award winning, and this was a chance to experience the plantation and of course taste the tea. There is a visitor centre and a museum to explore, and plenty of places to snap photos too.
Of course the cafe and shop are difficult to walk past, and we realised there were so many different blends to try, and snacks to dunk in the tea too.
The cafe was busy, so we took a walk out into the plantation itself, and this was wonderful. Row after row of tea plants, neatly cultivated and cared for, and this blade picking of course. This is a place, isn't it?
Oh wow, it smells gorgeous.
It's a tea plantation.
It is.
And there's a big sort of museum there, and you can buy shop tea, you can buy green
All
tea,
sorts.
sort of cookies, green tea, pretty much
Ice
everything.
cream.
Green tea, ice cream. It's absolutely gorgeous, but you can come out into the plantations and you can just wander around and enjoy the aromas and see how tea is farmed. It's fantastic, absolutely beautiful spot.
The sun was shining, and we loved just walking through the plantation with this very special outlook. We enjoyed this walk, and some of the plants were still in flower. Insects buzzed and bird song cheered us around the footpaths. But then we returned to the cafe and it was a little quieter.
So we've ordered our tea. Can't come to a tea plantation and not order tea. We've got our little order number. We're waiting for the buzzer to go, and we're going to get some tea to drink and take out.
We took our cups back out into the sunshine and supped what was a selection of delicious teas.
Then into a fascinating museum where we learned how teas are aged in wooden boxes and even barrels. Ingredients are added during the aging process to give the tea the distinctive aromas and flavours. This was fascinating, and you could open some of the boxes and smell these processes in action. So fragrant and also so educational. There were many different teas being made and aged here, and you just wanted to try them all, although that would keep you regular on the toilet for most of the night, I'm sure.
Mr. Choi waited for us at the minibus, and as the sun began to set, we decided we needed to make our way back. the brilliant Mr. Choi drove us to the ship and we said goodbye.
We boarded the ship and made our way back to our room. Tonight's meal was in the buffet and it was fine.
And after deciding what our entertainment should be for the evening, we discovered the robotic cocktail bar. Boys with their toys.
Well, to be fair, we all had a go, but the robots aren't as good as the bar staff, and we hit the brilliant schooner bar just to make sure and do a taste comparison. So in our second cocktail review of this cruise, what have we got, Nate?
It's called an Osmanthus lotus.
Oh, sounds exotic.
It looks exotic.
It's got an exotic froth on the top.
Yeah.
All right, okay, go for it. Give us a taste test.
Oh, that is really nice.
Describe it.
It's got like a salted caramel flavour,
Yeah,
milky froth on the top.
milky. Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be matcha.
Matcha.
Sprinkles.
Yeah,
I think.
milky matcha.
And it's got vodka in it.
All right, okay. Recommended?
Yeah.
Out of 5?
It's really not 5 out of 5. It's a
All
good
right.
one.
Good review.
Cheers.
And the awesome bar staff in the schooner bar won hands down against those imposter robots.
Nettie was enjoying these rather strong cocktails and disappeared, we assumed, to the toilet, but not all was as it seemed.
Describe how you ended up in a cupboard.
I didn't go in a cupboard. I tried to get into a cupboard.
You tried to get into a cupboard?
I thought that was the door out.
Okay. How are the drinks?
They're nice.
Okay.
But I don't think I'll have any more.
Oh, rubbish. There's still time.
This night was going well and we walked into the 270-degree bar and found a silent disco underway. And there ain't no stopping Nettie when there's a silent disco underway.
And the cringe-worthy moments came thick and fast, and some were even more funny with the sound on. Who was that wailing in the background? Chris, well fueled on cocktails, was getting into the spirit too, and I was glad I had headphones on. Taking them off was a tad disturbing. At least it wasn't me wailing, sigh. And we left the 270-degree bar for 1 or 2 more cocktails before heading back to our rooms. This had been a great night partying after what was a superb day on Jeju. We loved Jeju, but there was so much more to explore there, Sai.
Well, maybe one day we'll get back there. So join us as this adventure on board Spectrum of the Seas continues and we get a sea day and experience formal night. But how formal was it? Thanks for watching.
Please like and subscribe.